Watching that game, I got to be honest, I thought two things. Number one, LeBron James returned too soon. Number two, was it his ego that caused him to return too soon? The Lakers did not need LeBron James to return on Saturday. The Lakers had won 3 consecutive games when Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves played. They had won 3 consecutive games. The Lakers were in their groove. They was good. LeBron, you didn't need to show up versus the Blazers. You for sure didn't need to show up if you weren't all the way healthy. And I knew he was. You didn't need to show up versus the Bulls, and you for sure didn't need to show up if you weren't all the way healthy. And so when I'm watching that game, I'm thinking to myself, LeBron, you stopped the Lakers from ever getting into 5th gear. Luka cooking. Cooking. He made 8 threes. Austin Reeves was trying to cook, but he couldn't because LeBron, you was there. Luka probably would have dropped 50 points in that game if LeBron hadn't been there. Now, LeBron, you the king. You can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, but it doesn't mean it's the best thing that can be done. And when I was watching that game, Jay, I'm like, Bron, why you show up for this? All your shots were short. Yeah. You were, I think, 6 or 14 from twos, not even counting threes. 1 for 2 from 3, 6 or 14 on twos alone, 2 for 8 in the first half in substantial minutes. Only had 5 points in the first half. Furthermore, you weren't healthy. Y'all remember, I think it was 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I want to show y'all something. LeBron is going up, attacking the basket, and then I'm watching how he lands. And now he's limping. He's limping. You're going to see him grimace momentarily. And he's like, ah. I'm like, Bron, why you show up for this? They just didn't need you for the Bulls game. If it was a must-win game playing, I get it. But the Lakers were rolling, Luka rolling, Reeves rolling, and you showed up to slow down what was rolling. Shady, I think LeBron James returned way too soon. I would suggest it cost the Lakers a dub. Whether it matters or not, fine. The Lakers are still probably going to end up a 3 or 4 seed. But I would suggest it cost him a dub. I think he came back too soon.
Before I get into my take, what's the ego part of it?
The ego part of it is, man, let me return back. I'm the king. Maybe the Lakers need me. You know what I mean? Like, this is my team. This is my city. This is my organization. Like, I'm thinking about myself as opposed to thinking about the team. Lakers didn't need him.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, like, so he obviously he's rusty from an injury. Yeah, most players happen. So when would you like him to come back? Because eventually the rust is going to still be there.
Yes.
No matter if he comes back 5 games later, he's got to get the rust games out. And it's only like 11 games left to get to the playoffs. I got to get back in the groove. I know these other guys are playing well, but I am LeBron James. You guys do need me to play in the playoffs, right? Yeah, no so I'm just thinking, like, when would you like him to come back? Because you got to have some games to knock the rust off. I always tell people, like, man, you know, I don't ever get in my groove, you know, until I get into week 1, week 2, week 3, right? Because training camp, I'm not getting a lot of reps. Preseason, I'm not playing a lot in preseason. So I need to get the rust off. Well, LeBron, they're going to the playoffs. The best time to get my players rolling is going into the playoffs. So the rust had to get knocked off somewhere, somehow. So when would you like him to play?
Well, to me, when he was fully healthy. Like, watching him, so I tore my groin. We played the Tennessee Titans. I tear my groin on a Sunday. So I've had the injury that LeBron James has, 2nd-degree tear. He came back, and clearly he was still hurt. Because I felt it. When I saw him get hurt, when he went up there and saw him grimace, I didn't want him to come back 2-5 and get hurt.
He looked good to me. I'm not saying, because you went through it. I've had groins. Everybody heals differently. But this is one thing about this sport, man. He's a billionaire. I don't know if you know that. He's a billionaire, right?
He is, with a B.
So how it works is they pay us and we play. We ball players. So once I'm healthy enough, I'm playing. I hate the dudes that don't play and they paying you. I can't stand them dudes. Like, when I meet them, I'm like, oh, what up, man? Where's the Shady? Boom. Yeah. Because I don't even respect you because you're not even playing. You can play. I love what LeBron's done. One thing about LeBron, he's always been durable his whole career, and he's battled with injuries. Probably something we don't know about. You don't know about, but he plays with it.
But that didn't help the team. That's my dilemma.
Well,
like,
but they lost.
But that's my point.
The Bulls made shots. Even he played. I mean, we can't blame the whole loss on LeBron.
No, but I think, like, in watching the Lakers the last 3 games, not counting the Bucks game, nobody played. Watching the Lakers during that 3-game win streak. Moving. They hit 5th gear. This last game, watching, I was like, Luka could never get to his maximal stride. Austin Reeves could never get to his maximal stride. Previously, if LeBron's not on the court, Luka just cooking. I mean, genuinely, he probably drops 52 to 55 points in that game if Bron's not on the court. Reeves probably drops 30 if Bron's not on the court. If I'm not mistaken, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even know if Connect saw meaningful minutes. A same Connect that dropped 17 against the Bucks, forget the 17 against the Bucks, he dropped 19 in the first game that I believe LeBron was absent, and now we didn't even see him on the court.
It's crazy that they lost enough games and won enough games. Like, it wasn't a big difference from LeBron being injured.
Yeah, correct.
They didn't go on like no crazy winning streak. And they lost some
lost
with
the
LeBron.
First 3, and won the next 3, and then lost to the Bucks.
So I'm thinking there's no real difference.
And not only that, because when they lost the first 3, we had topics up here and it said, are they in trouble without Bron?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, number one, I think we all played this game, right? And I missed a couple games in my career, but I wasn't injured a lot.
That's what I heard. I heard you missed a lot.
No, I did not miss a lot. I missed a couple games I did not. But the games that I did miss, my mama said, boy, I know you love this game because you pace up and down the sideline. Bron loved the game of basketball. We can't forget about the athlete. Bron loves the game of basketball. I don't care if Emmanuel Acho got 49,000 points in one game. I'm coming back, and I'm ready to
That's
go.
I don't care how. But that's the ego piece.
No, it's the I love basketball piece, and you guys need me to win basketball games too.
They didn't need LeBron to beat the Bulls. That's what I'm suggesting.
But what I'm saying is
they won 3 straight after losing.
So Acho, you picking and choosing when you want me to play hurt.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the Lakers were in a groove. We can all objectively say that the Lakers were in a groove when they had won those 3 games in a row. Austin Reeves had scored 28 points.
Choosing when you want me to play, Acho. Let's say this is the playoffs, Acho, and I'm coming and say, man, my growing all right. I could play, you know what I mean? But it's going to be Laker fans out there. Bron, it's the playoffs. You need to come back. You need to be back out here.
Teammates,
so, you know what I'm saying? So why just because it's a regular season game and they lost the game, we sitting here saying that he shouldn't came back? I think he came back at the right time because Bron been in the league for 49 years. He knows when he is healthy and he knows when he is not, and he knows when he can play at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Look, they're the 4th seed. There's only 12 games left. He's got to get – I'm with Shady. He's got to get the rust off. Like, he's got to make sure and build up to when they do get in the playoffs. First of all, he's got to play to make sure they don't get in the play-in games. Like, they control their own destiny, right? And I know they're playing well. You think there's a 5th gear without LeBron? You're crazy. LeBron is that 5th gear. So he has to...
Not hurt LeBron. But not an injured LeBron.
Acho, he looked fine.
He did not look good.
There was a few times. It's called a ramp-up game. He's going to take a couple... He's 49 years old, like James is saying. All right? So, like, no one knows his body better than LeBron.
True.
Like,
that is true.
He's played for 22 years. He deserves and he has earned the right to, like, hey, I can play whenever I want to.
Sure.
Like, I trust LeBron.
Sure.
LeBron probably knows his body. It's going to take me 2 or 3 games to get back up. And quite honestly, Luka was cooking. Without him, Luka's going to have him in the playoffs. Unless they, so they got to figure out a way to get back on that page because it's been a while since March 8th, like 16 days since they've been playing on the court. They got to get their rotations right. They got to get their sets right, all this stuff. So I have no issue
Where I'm
with
at
LeBron
is,
playing this early.
was LeBron's performance because of rust or because of injury? If I wouldn't have seen LeBron land and grimace, if I wouldn't have torn my groin myself and understand, I know that grimace, because what's fascinating is, and y'all know this, well, I got hurt. I'm not too bad. I got hurt. Shady didn't get hurt. I got hurt. Hi, me hurt. Got hurt for Shady and me. When you're testing your injuries, I remember tearing my groin beforehand. We had to work out because we're playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Yeah. And when they're testing you, they'll take the football and they'll give you one of these. Back pedal.
Yeah.
Left. Yeah. Forward. Yeah. Back. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But I could do that working out. Yeah. Because when the coach does a left, boom, I go left. When the coach does right, I'm doing that. Because in my mind, I can tell my body, hey, Acho, you're about to break left, prepare yourself. Acho, you're about to break right, prepare yourself, alter accordingly. But when you're really playing, Shady not telling me which way you're going. Shady just bomb. So now my groin has no way to prepare itself. So the reason when I was watching LeBron, I was like, yeah, you can go through a workout and pass it and go down the court. I'm sure y'all saw the viral videos. But now all of a sudden, Bron, when you try to make a take and you don't have the opportunity to prepare yourself, when I'm watching a game, I would agree, Shady, if I thought it was just rust. Where I disagree with y'all is I don't think Bron was 6 of 14 on twos because of rust alone. Rust, of course, played a part. I don't think LeBron was fully healthy. And the reason I don't think he was fully healthy was because when he landed, he grabbed his groin, he did the grimace. I was like, oh, my dog, you still hurt. That's the only place I differ with y'all. That's the only place.
Him doing it could have been anything. It could have been the way he got fouled.
But Pete how he lands. And only because I know that walk. Look at it. I know that. You see how he's limping? You see how he's limping?
I see that, but that could have been anything.
Oh, sure.
I think we're reaching a little bit saying it's the groin. I'll just say this. My question I asked you was, so I had a groin injury, and they take some time. From today all the way to the playoffs, I don't know if he's going to ever get 100%. Even if he did anything.
That is true.
Right?
That is very true.
Like, when does he come back? Because you got to get back in the flow of the game with the players, right? The role players, Luka. And then we get ready for the playoffs. I got to knock some of this rust off. If it's rust or if it's even an injury, I got to play. So, I mean, it's like...
At some point,
you got to play.
Got to.
Yeah. I mean, it is, and the Lakers do not have 2 consecutive games off until April 1st. From now until the end of the season.
Get a couple more
That's
games
the only
off.
time they get 2 consecutive games off. Say it again. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.